Vitamin D drops for babies. Does your baby need them? Today I'm talking all about what you need to know about vitamin D and whether you should be supplementing your baby. Hi there, I'm Renee D'Andrea with New Ways Nutrition. You might have heard before about vitamin D for your baby. Here in the US, it's actually recommended that all breastfed babies be given vitamin D supplementation from birth. In general, breast milk doesn't have an adequate amount of vitamin D for your baby. Formula, on the other hand, is generally fortified with vitamin D. And if your baby is drinking more than 32 ounces of formula, then they should be getting what they need. If they aren't drinking that much, then they should be supplemented the same way that breastfed babies are. So, just what is vitamin D and why is it a nutrient of concern for us? Vitamin D has many roles in our bodies, including to reduce inflammation, help with bone growth, and help with immunity, to name just a few things that it does. The bottom line is, it's important. And as rates of skin cancer have risen, the amount of time that we spend outside unprotected decreases. Vitamin D is actually a nutrient that is made when our skin absorbs sunlight. If we are outside protected with clothing or sunblock, our body is not able to absorb sunlight and produce the vitamin D that we need. On top of that, there are many places in the world where the sun is simply too low in the sky for a good deal of the year to provide adequate vitamin D synthesis, even if your child is playing outside frequently. Unfortunately, there are very few foods that naturally contain vitamin D. As your child gets to be older than a year, they may start drinking a milk that is fortified with vitamin D. Milk generally has around 100 IUs of vitamin D per cup, and we recommend that all kids over the age of 1 limit the amount of milk that they drink to 2 cups or 16 ounces, and that means that they are only likely to drink about 200 IUs of vitamin D per day if they drink all that milk. For babies under a year, the recommended daily amount is 400 IUs. Once your child is 1, however, the recommended amount rises to 600 IUs every day, which means that even fortified milk isn't going to provide enough vitamin D for your child. Now, there are some other foods that are fortified with vitamin D, but it isn't common and often it's not enough. Your best bet is going to be to supplement your child. Vitamin D is pretty much the only supplement that I recommend across the board for all ages, including adults. Our lifestyles simply no longer support our bodies getting the amount of vitamin D that they need, and it is an important nutrient that therefore needs to be supplemented. For babies and toddlers, a simple bottle like this can provide enough vitamin D to meet their needs for one day in a tiny drop. I'll link to my Amazon store for you in the description where I've got a few of my favorite options for you. At the end of the day, I really do recommend all parents from birth on include vitamin D supplementation in their daily routine. I hope that helped, and I'll see you next time.